it's me Tazzy and welcome back to another video. Now in today's video I am making a Sims 4 house. Now the style of this house was a bit contemporary, a bit modern, a bit rustic, like the other house I did before, but I can't really figure out what I wanted to do with this. It's a little bit country in its finishes, but I tried to incorporate a lot of wood and that sort of thing. At the moment, I'm just trying to figure out placements of different things and how it's going to work, how big I want the kitchen to be, how big this sort of thing. So I'm trying to figure that out. As you can tell now, there's a second story. So the second story has the two bedrooms and the second bathroom, which is the ensuite for the master. And I also made sort of like a walk-in robe for the master as well. But I really wanted to raise it up and make it sort of like that country looking style. Just then you saw me move it from different lots, so that's what happened there. I was really trying to experiment with the front facade and try to figure out how I wanted that. I really wanted it to be like, if you like a country style veranda type thing where you'd sit on it, you'd have a beer or something like that, watch the kids play in the front yard. I really wanted it to be like that, but I don't know how it turned out. You guys can comment down below if with what you think it looks like and how it came out. But basically at the moment, working on the second story, like I said, two bedrooms, an ensuite and a walk-in robe. I really wanted to fit a study underneath the stairs, but I really struggled to figure out how I was going to do that. So the study ends up going upstairs in sort of like a rumpus style room. Here I'm just messing around with wall heights. I do end up going for the second wall height for the bottom story. It just gives it a bit more depth and makes it look a bit better, but that'll be later on, and you'll watch me do a lot of window moving because I'd already put the windows in, which was so much fun to do. But basically at the moment I'm just, I'm doing some window works. I really struggle to find, you'll notice throughout this whole thing, I struggle with the windows because a lot of it's 5. Instead of having like being even numbers, it's all 5s, and I kind of screwed that up, but I really like how it turned out nonetheless. So yeah. If you guys enjoy this video, please go like it, comment down what you think I could do next. I mean, I love doing these videos. I love building houses on The Sims. It's the only thing I really do on The Sims is just build because it's so much fun. I do wish I had more than just the base game stuff, which limits what I can do in houses. I'll have to maybe invest some of my very non some of oh, sorry guys, I just tripped over my words. I'll have to invest some of my mullahs. Well, I don't have much. You see here that I actually end up deleting those windows because I wanted to put the roof on. I had a really clear picture of how I wanted the roof. I really wanted lots of angles, and I really wanted them to like overlap each other, but it was really difficult. The roofs made it really difficult. So here I'm just putting like a shade over the veranda. You start to see here I'm messing around with the roofing a lot. I could not figure out how it should look at. Like, I really struggled. So I just kept messing around. I changed different things. I did different styles, and it just overall looked really bad, and it took me a long time to get. But here I think this is the final choice. I think the one that I'm working on now. No. Yeah, here we go. I end up putting like a little half wall type thing here instead. It just makes it look a lot better, if that makes any sense. But I really like that. And it's kind of an odd shape. Like it's overhanging on the edge, and it's really strange in how that it does that. But it's really cool as well, because it's a bit different. In The Sims 4, unlike The Sims 3, you could never really overhang things. You had to like put things underneath, overhang it, then delete the stuff underneath. And with the ability to just go straight out, go like have hanging sort of things, defying gravity if you wish. It's really cool. I really enjoy it. But basically now I'm just working on like roofing colours and that sort of thing. And it took me so long. I was thinking maybe I do zinc, maybe I do, a little bit of corrugated iron. What should I do? So it took me a while to get that, but you'll see here that I slowly got it. And then again, I'm messing around with the roofing again. I think this is the final roofing finish. I don't quite know. I really wanted to incorporate a rustic feel to it, like it was an old maybe factory or an old warehouse, and had been converted into a very modern, very contemporary sort of feeling home. So you see there, I raised up the Actually, I think I did that a while ago. Now I'm moving the whole house over. This was a pain in the ass. I need to move the whole house over because I needed the space on the right for the pool, and I really didn't need the left-hand side that much. It wasn't really needed at all. I think if I did this again, I'd probably end up just putting like a I don't know what it's called. I can't remember what it's called. It's just sort of like a oh, what is it called? I'm gonna Google search this, guys, because I can't, for the sake of me, remember what it's called. It's not a balustrade. Definitely not a balustrade. Oh, what is it? I'm just gonna Google search this. Um, how great of content is this? Google searching while you're trying to do a video. You can probably hear my phone through the microphone, so I'm just gonna turn it off. I can't find it. I'm not gonna spend too much time on that. But basically, it's just I wanted to do some different things with that veranda, but it didn't end up like that. So it took a bit of work. I'm not gonna lie. This build took me about, I think, 3 hours in the end, 3 and a bit hours. And then I had to reload it, upload it again. So yeah. Also, if you get to the end of the video and you love it and you want to put in your Sims game, then it will be on the not the library, the gallery. Um, and it'll be under at Tassie Hero, I think. It might not be. I'll leave. Sorry guys, I'm like, my voice is really dry and I have no water near me. But basically, it's on the gallery. Under the I hope under the tag of Tassie Hero. If it's not, then I'll leave a link to it in the description so you can check it out. This one will definitely be on the gallery. Unlike the other house video I did, the first one I did, that didn't end up on the gallery. I thought it did, and then my computer crashed and I had to do some rejig, and I lost the whole house, so I can't actually upload it onto the gallery anymore. It's a lovely video, it just can't be seen on the gallery, but this one will definitely be on there. At the moment, I'm just implementing lighting so I can actually see what I'm doing, and what sort of everything looks like as I'm putting it in. Really strange. I like doing the landscaping first. I don't know why. It's a pain in the ass when you're doing anything like upstairs or downstairs because you might be inside a tree for some reason. But I like doing the outside first. So at the moment I'm doing the pool, and I'm just putting the little sort of um, posts, I guess. They're concrete posts on the side of the house to actually make sure it looks like it can be held up, and that's what I was doing here. Um, and it also turns makes the pool look really cool when you see what I do. Here we go. This is what I did. I pulled it through and it just looks really cool. I don't know what I did here. It was really strange. I should have just left it, or at least done something else. But it looks cool, I guess. Intersecting into the fence looks a bit strange, but that's okay. Here I'm just working on like the pathing, trying to make it look like nice and rounded and stuff. The area to the right is going to be where the bins go. But yeah, I really enjoy landscaping in The Sims because you can actually just go mental with it. Like, you put testing cheats enabled on and move objects, and you can just do whatever. Things can go on top of each other, and it looks spectacular. I just really enjoy the landscaping part, which is really strange. But the thing is, after you use the certain amount of stuff so many times, it gets really limited. So I would love to see some more landscaping stuff. I know backyard stuff came out recently, but the thing is, one of my favorite YouTubers, The Sim Supply, he did a review on it, and he was a bit disappointed because there wasn't that many garden stuff. There was plenty of like barbecues and slips and slides, but there wasn't that much gardening stuff for a garden backpack, garden stuff pack. So it'd just be nice in the future, either if they do like a patch or something, if they put in more sort of things. So now I'm deleting all the just the temporary furniture, and I'm trying to figure out what sort of table I want to do. Or table countertop, and I start off with this really grey, and the more things I put in, the more I realize that it's way too grey in there, and it's way too. I really need to get a drink of water. This is shocking. Okay, only 8 minutes left, guys. It's okay. But basically, I realized it was way too dark and dingy and that sort of stuff, and I needed to add some pops of color. So I ended up changing the color of the tops to more of a bluey sort of, so a blue and a grey and that sort of thing. I really wanted to incorporate different types of blues. So the main colors throughout this was browns, whites, and greys. And then I also wanted to incorporate blue as the color of choice. So throughout this whole thing, you see multiple different browns and blacks, or not multiple different blacks because of course there's only one black, but different types of browns, different types of greys and white, and then pops of blue here and there because I wanted blue to be that color that just makes the house pop a little bit and not look like a boring house. So you see, I've changed the actual what do you call them? Countertops now. They're a bit more blue, a bit more thing. You'll see there with the blue color on the actual blinds. I ended up deleting those, but upstairs there will be some and I actually end up, I don't know. I think I leave them out because I don't know. It was going on. It was they were like glitching out even when I did turn move objects off again. They were just glitching out in general. So I just sort of I took a few off. I left blinds here and there, but I tried to keep it fairly basic. I had so much fun creating this. It was such a fun build to do. This bathroom here, I really enjoyed making. I mean, it's so colourful. Well, it's not really not colourful if you say, but it's really cool. I really struggled with the layout here. It was like really struggled, and I ended up just putting that like going there instead because there was a gap where the there was no windows, so I put it there, and it ended up working because I made the bathroom. Then I realized I hadn't put a toilet in, which is like a rookie error. So I started making it again, and I added in bits and pieces, trying to make it look a bit different. Add a bit here and there. It looks a bit dodgy at the moment, but it does turn out to be really, really good. My voice is getting worse and worse. I should have had a drink of water before I started this. Just working on the lounge room now. Trying to choose a rug. Now, I really like how I ended up doing the rugs. It took me forever to figure out what I wanted to do, but I finally figured it out. Here we go again with the blue colours. I wanted a dash of blue, and I got that. Here we go with a few more whites. But the main theme throughout this was woods. I wanted lots and lots of different woods and a few splashes of colour here and there. So, um, there's a limit. Do you guys realize how many limited amounts of paintings in this game there is? It's ridiculous. So I just messed around with a lot of them and tried to go, ooh, that artwork, no. Okay, fine. I give up. I give up, guys. I am now saving my game, because I didn't want to lose it halfway through. This was at 11 or 12 p.m. Here we go. The rugs. I decided to overlap them, and I loved overlapping them. It turned out so well, that I was blown away by my success at being able to do well with not curtains, sorry. I'm curtaining at the moment. The rugs. I just really like how they turned out. So here I am, just adding a few more details, trying to make it look a little bit more like it's lived in. So with those knives here and there. I really like adding in different things, trying to make it look like it's actually lived in. Top floor is a bit sad, I will say that much, because what happened is it was 1 a.m. in the morning. I'm still building a house and I'm getting really, really tired. So I just ended up, the master bedroom's pretty plain, but I kind of like that it's plain because it's not too bad. I wish I had put down like a rug underneath the bed. I reckon a rug would have looked really good or something like that, but I think I needed more in there, maybe like more plants or bits and pieces here and there, maybe a big art piece over the bed instead of on the other wall. But generally, I struggled with that sort of stuff. So it's a bit sad. Here I'm working on the kids' bedroom. Now the kids' bedroom, it's teenage daughter who's a very big tomboy, like huge tomboy here. Um, Again, here with the curtains, what the hell's going on with the purple? So they're in the right places. They're just weird. So I ended up just leaving them. And in the photos, it looks really weird because you just have purple curtains here and there. But I'm just trying to make it look like a bedroom that I would love. So very sort of masculine with a little bit of femininity, but very tomboyish. And I really tried to do that. Like, I've got the poster wall going on again. I mean, you know, my bedroom, it's got the huge poster wall that's always behind me. But basically, I just tried to make that bedroom be a bedroom that I'd like to live in, which I would love that bedroom, to be honest. I would absolutely love it. Here I'm messing around upstairs. I really didn't know what to do in there. Like, I ended up putting the study in there and that sort of thing, but then I struggle with different things. So, I don't know. The computer ends up going up the end of the corridor because it looks better. I nearly forgot the balustrade for the staircase, but it's okay, guys. I remembered at the last minute. But basically, I really enjoyed making all of it, like adding the different artworks and giving all the details. I will say one thing: this bathroom was a bit of a fail. I wanted to make it modern and completely different from everything else, but then you have this clash of like wood and black, and that black for the for the shower was a terrible decision, worst decision I've ever had. But yeah, there we go. Move the study. But I just generally, yeah, I should not have put a black shower in there. So if you get in there and you're like, okay, keep the black shower, you get in there and you're just like, ugh, then go ahead and change it. I'm not going to be offended because that was a terrible decision. Now I'm working on just the back deck, putting in a few bins. You're probably wondering why the hell I put 3 bins out there. Now, for you guys' information, in where I live, we have 3 different bins. So we have the green bin, the just normal rubbish, and then the recycling bin. And the greens bin is like all your vegetation, that sort of thing. So that's why there's 3 bins. So just generally working on the back garden, trying to make it look a bit more homely. I think I end up putting a water feature out there and that sort of thing. But I really enjoyed just building this in general. So I'm about to jump in the photos. There's a bit of music in the background. I hope you guys have enjoyed this house build. If you have, like it, chuck a comment, and I'll see you guys in the next video. My name's Tazzy, and I am signing out. Peace.